5 years ago, when my boss learned I was pregnant, he threw me out the door. Today, he was sitting across from me, applying for a job. I smiled and placed his file on the desk. "Hello, Mr. Thompson," I said in a calm voice. "This time I'm making the decision." The shock in his eyes made me forget even the pain of that terrible day 5 years ago. But let me start from the beginning. My name is Sarah Chen. I'm 32 years old, and this is a story about how justice sometimes comes late, but it comes. It was March 2019. I was working as a project coordinator at Thompson Marketing Group in Portland, Oregon. I had been with the company for 3 years, signed successful projects, and broke the company record for customer satisfaction. Although my salary was $55,000 annually, I loved my job and thought I could get promoted. That morning, I came from Dr. Martinez's clinic. "Congratulations, you're pregnant," echoed in my ears. I had an 8-week-old baby in my belly. My husband David and I had worked so hard for this. We had been trying for 2 years and finally succeeded. When I arrived at work, thus I was walking on air. First, I told my close friend Lisa. Then my department colleagues learned. Everyone congratulated me. "You should tell Thompson too," Lisa said. "Early planning for your maternity leave would be smart." At lunch, I went to Mr. Thompson's office. I knocked. He said, "Come in." "Sir, I wanted to speak with you about something personal," I said, smiling. Thompson was around 45, always in suits, cold and distant. He looked at me. "Sit down. What is it?" "I just found out I'm pregnant. The baby is due in November, so I wanted to discuss maternity leave options." That's when everything changed. Thompson's expression turned ice cold. "Sarah," he said slowly, "you know this company is in a critical growth phase. We can't afford to have key employees disappearing for months. Sir, it's maternity leave. It's protected under federal law, and I'm planning to come back." "Are you?" he said sharply. "Let me be frank. Pregnant employees are a liability. You'll take time off for appointments, then be gone for months. And when you come back, if you come back, you won't be focused. Your priorities will be elsewhere." I was shocked. This wasn't legal, but I needed my job. "Mr. Thompson, I've been one of your most reliable employees for 3 years. My performance reviews have always been excellent. Let me make this simple, Sarah. This company isn't the right fit for someone in your condition. I think it would be best if you looked for opportunities elsewhere." "Are you firing me because I'm pregnant?" I asked, my voice trembling. "I'm suggesting you resign. Today. We'll provide a reference letter stating you left for personal reasons." My world collapsed. My happiness about my baby turned to sudden fear. David's salary wouldn't be enough. Our health insurance was tied to this job, and I was pregnant. Finding a new job would be nearly impossible. "Sir, please reconsider. I need this job. We need the health insurance." "My decision is final, Sarah. Clear out your desk today." That afternoon, packing my things, colleagues gave strange looks. No one understood what happened. Lisa came over. "What happened? Why are you packing?" "Thompson fired me," I whispered. "What? Why?" "Because I'm pregnant." Lisa's face went white. "He can't do that. That's illegal." "I know, but who's going to hire a pregnant woman to fight a legal battle?" I packed 3 years of memories into one box. Photos, certificates, thank you letters from customers. All part of the past now. When I got home, David's expression went from joy to fear when he understood the truth. "He fired you for being pregnant," he said in disbelief. Technically, he asked me to resign. That's the same thing. We need a lawyer. The next day, we met lawyer Amanda Rodriguez, one of Portland's best employment lawyers specializing in pregnancy discrimination cases. "This is textbook pregnancy discrimination," she said. "The Pregnancy Discrimination Act clearly protects you." "So we can sue?" David asked. "Yes, but these cases take time, sometimes years. Thompson Marketing has good lawyers, and litigation is expensive." "How expensive?" "If we lose, you could be responsible for their legal fees, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. We couldn't take that risk while pregnant." "There's another option. We can file with the EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. It's free and they'll investigate." We filed the complaint. Months passed. As my pregnancy progressed, job prospects diminished. No one wanted to hire a 7-month pregnant woman. David took extra jobs. I took freelance projects, but income was very low. Emma was born in November. Beautiful and healthy, but birth expenses devastated us financially. Without health insurance, hospital bills reached $25,000. The EEOC response finally came. We found reasonable cause to believe discrimination occurred. But Thompson Marketing refused mediation. We could take it to federal court, but faced the same risks. I fell into depression. Postnatal depression plus injustice felt unbearable. Looking at Emma, I wondered if giving up meant accepting a world where she might face similar treatment. David said nightly, "We should move on. Focus on our future, not the past." But I couldn't give up. What Thompson did attacked all working women. When Emma was 6 months old, I decided to apply for Portland State University's Business Management Master's program. If I wanted to succeed in this system, I needed to be stronger. "How will we afford this?" David asked. "Student loans. And I'll work nights." For 2 years, I cared for Emma, studied, and worked night customer service shifts. Difficult, but I stayed motivated, remembering Thompson's face. In the program, I took business development and employment law courses. My thesis focused on pregnancy discrimination. Research showed people like Thompson perpetuated systemic problems, not just individual evil. In 2021, Pacific Northwest Marketing Solutions was established by former Microsoft and Nike executives. Their mission: ethical business practices with employee empowerment. As a fresh graduate, I applied for HR director. In the interview, CEO Jennifer Walsh asked about my resume gap. I was terminated from Thompson Marketing after announcing my pregnancy, I said honestly. Jennifer's eyes lit up. "Tell me more." I told everything. The EECC case, legal struggles, financial hardship. "Sarah, that's exactly why this company exists. To prove businesses can be successful and treat employees like human beings." I got the job at $75,000 to $20,000 more than my last Thompson salary. Pacific Northwest Marketing Solutions grew rapidly. As HR director, I shaped company culture, comprehensive maternity/paternity leave, flexible arrangements, childcare support. Everything opposite to Thompson Marketing. In 2022, we won Nike's sustainability campaign, $50 million. My team dynamics contributed significantly to this success. Jennifer promoted me to VP of Operations at $120,000. In 2023, we landed Intel's Pacific Northwest marketing operations, $200 million over 3 years. After this success, Jennifer made me a company partner with 15% ownership. Early 2024, Jennifer approached me. "Interesting news. Thompson Marketing is struggling. They've lost 3 major clients and are downsizing significantly. Really? I said, heartbeat quickening. They've reached out about a potential partnership. Or acquisition, buying Thompson Marketing. What do you think? Jennifer asked. That would be very interesting to explore. At home, I told David everything. Emma was now 5 in school. You could buy Thompson's company, David said in disbelief. We could. What would you do with Thompson? I knew the answer, but wasn't ready to say it aloud. We researched Thompson Marketing's finances. Worse than predicted. Major clients, Microsoft, Starbucks, Nordstrom, had all left. Thompson's toxic management wasn't unique to me. In 3 years, the company lost its 15 most talented employees to hostile work environment. Glassdoor reviews showed similar stories. Manager shows clear bias against working mothers. Pregnancy treated as personal failure here. Old boys club mentality, women not valued. Nothing had changed. Thompson was still Thompson. My former colleague Lisa had also left. We reconnected. That place became toxic after you left, she said. Thompson got worse, more paranoid, controlling. 3 women hired in 5 years, all quit within 6 months. March 2024, negotiations began. Jennifer, our legal team, and I faced Thompson, CFO Rick Martinez, and their lawyers. Thompson paused, seeing me, seeming familiar but unable to place me. I don't believe we've met, he said, extending his hand. Actually, we have. I used to work here. Sarah Chen, formerly Sarah Williams. Color drained from his face. He remembered everything. Oh, yes. How have you been? Very well, thank you. I acted professionally. We discussed numbers, market position, retention rates. Every statistic revealed Thompson's failure. We've had challenging years, but fundamentals are strong, Thompson said. The fundamentals show a company that lost 60% of workforce and 70% of major clients in 3 years. That's not challenging years, Mr. Thompson. That's systematic failure. That evening, Thompson called my personal phone. Sarah, can we talk privately? I know things didn't end well. Times were different then. The company was under pressure. Times were different. 5 years ago, pregnancy discrimination wasn't legal then either. I made mistakes. I'm hoping we can put the past behind us. Of course we can put the past behind us. That's exactly what I'm planning to do. I showed Jennifer the recorded conversation. He's scared, she said. He knows you hold all the cards. Good. He should be. April brought final negotiations. Pacific Northwest Marketing Solutions would buy Thompson Marketing Group for $8.2 million, down from its $15 million peak value. What about existing management? Thompson asked. We'll conduct comprehensive personnel review. Performance-based decisions will be made, and my position will be evaluated like everyone else's. He didn't sign that day. A week later, returning more desperate, Rick Martinez whispered, "We need to close this. Cash flow is critically low. Jennifer's final offer, $7.5 million. Take it or leave it." Thompson looked defeated. Fine. May 15th, 2024. Acquisition Day. I entered the building for the first time as owner. We gathered all 23 remaining employees, down from 45 5 years ago. Good morning, I'm Sarah Chen, your new general manager. Thompson sat in back, avoiding eye contact. Many don't know me, but I used to work here. 5 years ago, I was terminated when I announced my pregnancy. Today, I'm here as your leader, whispers started. I want to be clear about our values moving forward. We believe in treating every employee with dignity and respect. We support work-life balance, family commitments, and personal growth. Thompson shifted uncomfortably. We'll conduct individual meetings over 2 weeks to discuss your role in our new structure. Following days revealed Thompson's pattern continued. Marketing coordinator Jessica. He constantly made inappropriate comments about my appearance. Sales manager Kevin. I saw him scream at pregnant employees. Not just you. Maria 2 years ago quit from stress. Junior developer Amanda. He asked in my interview if I planned kids. I said no, afraid he wouldn't hire me. Every story confirmed Thompson's behavior pattern. May 30th, 2024. Thompson's individual meeting. Full circle moment. 5 years, 2 months ago, same building, same office, he destroyed my career. Now I sat at his desk, he in the employee chair. Good afternoon, Mr. Thompson, I said professionally. Miss Chen. After careful review of your performance and company needs, we're terminating your employment effective immediately. Long, heavy silence. You can't do this, he finally said. Actually, I can. Oregon is at will employment, as you well know. This is revenge. No, Mr. Thompson. This is business, the same business decision you made 5 years ago. I could sue for wrongful termination. You could try, but we have documented evidence of your discriminatory practices, hostile work environment, and financial damage. No lawyer would take that case. Thompson sat stunned. However, I'm not you. We're offering severance, 3 months' salary, 6 months' health insurance, neutral reference letter. Why? Because despite what you did, I believe in treating people with dignity. Thompson looked down. One more thing. 5 years ago, you said pregnant employees were liabilities, that I wouldn't be focused, priorities elsewhere. I pulled out Emma's photo. This is Emma. She's 5 now. Because of what you did, she watched her mother fight for justice, build a career, become successful. You didn't destroy my priorities, Mr. Thompson. You helped me clarify them. I stood up. Security will escort you out. Personal belongings will be shipped home. Thompson Marketing, now Pacific Northwest Marketing Solutions. Portland Division transformed completely. New policies implemented. Comprehensive anti-discrimination. Training 16 weeks paid maternity-paternity leave. Flexible work arrangements for parents. Zero tolerance harassment policy. Anonymous reporting system, revenue increased 40% first year. Employee satisfaction reached company history highs. Lisa returned as senior marketing director. Jessica became marketing manager. Amanda became lead developer. Emma, now 6, sometimes asks, Mommy, why did that man fire you? Because he was scared. Scared people sometimes do mean things. But you weren't scared. I was very scared, sweetheart. But I didn't let fear stop me from doing what was right. David and I grew stronger. Those difficult years deepened our relationship. I'm proud of you, he said one evening, not because you succeeded, but because you never gave up your principles. People ask if I feel bad about Thompson's fate. I don't feel bad, but not vengeful either. Thompson created his consequences through actions against many employees over years. What happened was accountability, not revenge. The real victory wasn't destroying Thompson's career. It was building something better, creating a workplace where pregnant women don't choose between career and family, where employees are valued as human beings. Emma will grow up never experiencing what I did. That's real success. If you've faced discrimination, pregnancy, race, gender, any reason, know this. Your story matters. Your fight matters. Sometimes the best revenge is building something so much better that those who hurt you become irrelevant. Don't just get mad. Get strategic. Get educated. Get powerful. When you finally face the person who wronged you, make sure you're sitting on the other side of the desk. Justice may take time, but it's worth the wait.